So we're up to turn 16 now, and we are into 1915. Let's see what kind of action we get. It's winter time, so there probably won't be a huge amount of action. Mideast, we've got a little small battle for Gaza. British just trying to make whatever kind of inroads they can before the Ottoman forces get there in strength. As you can see, there's a fair amount of forces forming up around Jerusalem for the Turks. That sub that got noticed last turn is being counterattacked by a bunch of destroyers at the moment. British have done fairly well this game, keeping the sub threat contained. I think one lesson I've learned from this game thus far is Germany. You really need to kind of think of off the beaten path approaches to where you take your subs. On the flip side, the destroyers have taken a fair amount of beatings too in the process, so that costs the British money as well. In some ways, that's almost as efficient as sinking convoys. British are just forming up a line there in Belgium. See all the snow's falling, and we're deep into winter at the moment. As per Measle, it doesn't look like that's going to fall anytime soon, so Brusilov is attempting to push his way through the passes, but with trenches starting to show up now, that's not going to be a very easy task. Krakow has been surrounded just about now, with it only being held lightly by a German garrison. It may not hold for much longer. Here in East Prussia, the Russians have decided that it's time to bail and head back towards Kovno. This is Serbia. Serbs are trying just to make sure they've got the most efficient defensive line they can. Forming up the Russian-Poland front. This is basically going to be our defensive line with the Russians. You see Galicia, we're just kind of lightly screening. There's lots of paths into Galicia, so I'm not worried about supply getting cut off. That wraps up this turn. Stay tuned for the next one.